Hi, I'm Ajay Khanna, General Manager for Electronic Arts in India. I set up the Indian wing of the company just over a year ago, and we're here to support you guys and give you more games to play. EA is actually the first independent publisher to set up office in India. As of now, we're the only ones here, and we've had our games available in India for more than 10 years, but with us setting up direct operations in India with a small team to provide marketing and distribution support to our partners, we hope to give you better service. We have a mobile testing facility in Hyderabad, and we've started mobile game development there also in the past year, but that is all they do there. We develop games for worldwide content there. Okay, so if you look at genres, categories, the number one genre that people play is racing games. So those are the most popular games in India. The second most popular genre is casual games and sports games. The third most popular genre is first-person shooters. So if you look at the games that EA makes and plays, our award-winning franchises, Need for Speed is the number one racing game in India. We have a great lineup of sports games. We have FIFA Soccer, we have NBA Live, we have Tiger Woods, we have some other casual games like Skate, and we have the Battlefield and the Crisis franchise in first-person shooters. So we do pretty well in India. We're the number one publisher here. Obviously, critics have their own way of looking at games. The fact is that the game sold really well. We had very good consumer response from it. So from our perspective, it was a commercial success, both worldwide as well as in India. Obviously, we take feedback seriously. So some of the comments will go back, as always, into making the next version of the game better. And we take that on. Our studios basically take feedback from every country as to what were the pros and cons of every game, and then they try to incorporate at least some of those features into the next game. Game was developed for the worldwide audience. So obviously, you know, if you look at the North American market or the European market or the global market, in many countries, people actually ask for the online features, and that is in fact something that gamers want more and more. So I know that in India, because of connectivity, people had problems. I think it's just part of the transition. Generally speaking, you will find in all EA games, there is definitely a trend more towards having online capability, whether it is having, for example, the photo face feature, where you can create something and then upload it to the net, or it is, for example, in Battlefield, where to have campaign mode or multiplayer mode, you need to go online. That is the way the trend is, so we'll follow that, and hopefully we'll cover up the infrastructure issues. EA obviously has various global development studios. They look at various countries where they set up studios. India clearly is one of the countries that is being studied for future potential to set up a studio. As of now, we don't have any firm plans, but when we do have that, we'll have an announcement. I guess that's part of the business strategy that EA has had over the last 15 years. We've always been the leading independent publisher, so we don't make games only for one platform, we make games across platform, and in a way it helps us to satisfy our consumers' need, because you know, whether you play on the PC, whether you play on the PlayStation or the Xbox or on the mobile phone, you can play it your way. So we are completely platform agnostic. We support all platforms. I think at this point of time, we don't have any plan to build a console. What you've seen today is a very exciting lineup of 10 games that have either just been released or are in the process of being released over this festive season. This is one of our strongest lineups, I think, in many years. We've got 4 of our core franchises, Need for Speed, FIFA, NBA and Tiger Woods. We've got the Medal of Honor franchise with a new game. We've got 4 completely new IPs, which is Skate, Army of Two, the Simpsons game and Crisis, and then we've got the Orange Box from Valve. So we've got a great mix of games. We've got casual games, we've got sporting games, we've got hardcore games from Valve like Half-Life. We've got games for the PC platform, we've got games for the Xbox 360 platform and the PS3 and the PS2 and the PSP. So again, you have a complete choice. Obviously, we're very fortunate that the IP we have globally sells very well in India because it is relevant. So, Need for Speed, car racing is relevant to India and people love to play it. Cricket is relevant to India, soccer is relevant to India. So we're fortunate. Obviously, as we go forward in the next few years, we look at trying to localize our content. We don't have any announcement at this point of time, but it's definitely an area that we'll be looking at. We don't have any specific promotions at this point of time. Again, the fact is that over the last few weeks and the next few weeks, you will have 10 new games available to you. So, if you're a gamer, you actually will find a lot of games out there from EA that you would just love to pick up and play. So I think that is the offer that we have. We have tied up to launch the FIFA Interactive World Cup, which will be coming to India in January 08. FIFA Interactive World Cup is actually the only officially sponsored FIFA acknowledged interactive gaming tournament in the world, and Sony Computer Entertainment and EA will be bringing it globally as well as to India. We'll be bringing it on soccer, FIFA Soccer 08, and on the PlayStation 3. The tournaments will start Indian leg from January of 2008, and it will be run in various cities across India. And from there, we'll be selecting one person who will actually be representing India at the finals in Berlin in May 2008. We're working on a variety of plans. We don't have any specific announcement for you at this point of time, but we're looking at various things we want to do to build the excitement around gaming in India. I won't commit anything, but yeah, we'll certainly take that. No. So again, what has happened is over the last 1 year, since we've set up our office in India, we really started to pick up our marketing and distribution activities. So we've expanded our distribution in the last 1 year with 3 strategic partners, Excel, Milestone, and Reddington. We've actually started to increase our marketing activities. So for example, this event that you've attended today is the first one that we've held in India. We'll be holding a series of local marketing events as well as the FIFA Interactive World Cup, which will start from January. So we're just about starting to increase the involvement we have here, and I think you'll see a lot more of EA in the next few months. I love first-person shooters, so my favorite is actually Medal of Honor. I played both on the X360 and on the PSP handheld. So those are my 2 favorite platforms. I think I really love the look of Crisis, which is coming, and in fact Crisis to me is probably the reason why I'm going to go out and buy a real souped up high-tech PC with Windows Vista, the latest Core Duo chipset, and NVIDIA graphics card, because that game is super. I like flying games. So again, if you think of Flight Simulator, yeah, those are my kind of favorite games. F-22 Raptor.